Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the NewzBeat presented to you by Ladies Like and Survivor. Follow the beat from the studio to the street. Info with the flow, keep you sharp and in the know. Sit back, relax, enjoy the news, follow. The fight against corruption is never easy. Some say it never will be, and it has never been. Corruption is like a ball of snow. It starts rolling and then continues to grow.
All around the world, this problem still remains. The abuse of power is keeping people in chains. But lately, some signs of hope have made the headlines of corrupt officials being handed heavy fines.
In America, they even busted a governor. Bob McDonald got sentenced to 2 years in prison for accepting bribes and taking part in corruption.
His lawyers asked the judge to be kind and grant bail, but the judge said no and let that ship sail because a price must be paid, and he sent the governor to jail.
The same happened in Hong Kong when a wealthy man tried to bribe an official, and all he got was a big corruption scandal.
7 men were also incarcerated, including the second most powerful man in real estate.
Putting corrupt leaders in prison is the way to put corruption out of fashion, as we've seen in these important examples.
Congo has been left with a septic open scar as a result of what is called Africa's greatest war, when over 5 million people died and a 29-year-old took over state power from his late dad. Congo is undoubtedly one of the world's richest countries. It has also been the scene of the worst calamities. The DRC is cursed with oil and minerals, always the prey to greedy neighbors and multinationals. Last week, violence erupted when angry people took to the street claiming their president is corrupted. Now there's blood in the streets of Kinshasa after protesters marched to remove President Kabila. President Kabila wants to change the constitution so he can run one more time in the presidential elections. He's heavily protected by his presidential guard, the same guards that opened fire in a hospital ward. 50 people have already died and many have been injured in the assaults. But the Congolese citizens are used to that sort of tumult. From Lumumba to Mobutu and Kabila, the president's late father, all have been murdered by those hungry for state power. The mentally ill are at a disadvantage in Africa. Our reporter MC Ella is here with the details.
Mental illness is a taboo subject in most parts of Africa that still attracts fear, anger, and social stigma. The lack of financial and human resource to tackle the disorders has left the problem in the hands of traditional healers and religious leaders. 75% of the global mental health complications are found in mostly developing low-income nations. The African continent, with its rising number of mental patients, has only one psychiatrist for every 1 million residents. Developing countries spend only 0.5% a year of their overall health budget on mental health care. And since mental health is one of the most under-resourced sector, family members usually take over in the absence of a doctor. But in many cases, discrimination usually starts from home due to general perceptions or lack of education or the entrenched beliefs on religion and tradition. So many people with mental illness usually end up in prison. According to the World Health Organization report, 50% of refugees have a mental problem of some sort. And most child soldiers that return to their homes are usually welcomed back with shackles and ropes. Although mental health initiatives are improving the citizens' engagement, mental health is still a neglected issue on the continent. I'm MC Yala, reporting for NewzBeat.
Thank you, MC Yala, for that report. We are well into the dry season of the calendar year, particularly a difficult season for every farmer. However, there are crops that survive humid conditions that anybody can plant and sustain with regular irrigation. Before planting, renew the soil with organic matter, such as plant-based compost and animal excreta. It helps to break up the soil in order to hold the water and provide better growing conditions for roots later. Plant the seeds with ample planting distance to avoid competition and losing crops with less resistance. After planting, apply mulch to the garden to conserve water and prevent sunlight on emerging crops that are tender. Plants should be watered daily in the morning and evening, from planting, flowering, and eventually fruiting. Plants like broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower need consistent moisturing during their entire lifespan. Onions too need irrigation that is frequent because their root system is small and inefficient. Tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, and cucumbers need the water most when flowering and fruiting. But watch out for over or underwatering a lot, because too much or too little water might lead to blossom end rot. With proper mulching, regular weeding, and irrigation, you can enjoy fresh veggies for the entire dry season. That was the news on the beat. Next week will be another hit. Still Lady Sly.
And Survivor.
Reporting live and direct with love and respect. Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat.
Follow the beat.
Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat.
Follow the beat.